Hey everyone, and welcome. It is January 9th, 2026, and AC Milan is standing at a major crossroads. After a really frustrating draw at home, the spotlight is now shining squarely on the January transfer market. Every single move they make this month, well, it could make or break their entire title challenge. So, let's get right into it.
You know that 1-1 draw against Genoa? It was so much more than just 2 points lost. It was like a huge alarm bell going off at the San Siro. Sure, they got a point, but it absolutely felt like a loss, and it's put the whole season in a really tough spot. It's a wake-up call, plain and simple, that this current squad, it might not have what it takes to fend off rivals like Inter and Napoli for the long haul. And that Genoa match, it just ripped the Band-Aid off some recurring problems. I mean, get this, 32 shots and only 1 goal to show for it. The build-up plays started to look slow, predictable, and Rafael Leao, even though he scored, was completely isolated, getting double-teamed all game long. Milan just could not find a way to break down Genoa's parked bus. And then, to make things worse, they looked vulnerable every time Genoa hit them on the counter. These aren't just bad luck moments, these are patterns. These are real systemic flaws. So before Milan can even think about window shopping for new players, they've got a huge fire to put out at home. And honestly, the first, and you could argue the most important domino that has to fall, is locking down the future of their star goalkeeper, Mike Maignan. Everything else kind of hinges on this. Yeah, it all comes down to this, the €5 million question, Maignan's contract negotiation. It's become this pivotal moment for the club. You see, if you get this right, you send a powerful message about stability, about ambition. But if you get it wrong, oh man, it could throw the entire project into chaos.
Okay, so here's the situation. Milan's put their offer on the table. We're talking around €5 million a year, plus some bonuses. Now, after what some have called a period of frost between the club and the player, the good news is that they're talking again. A meeting is on the books, and there's a feeling of optimism in the air. But here's the bottom line. The ball is firmly in Mainan's court now. He's the one who has to decide if this offer, and the club's vision, is enough for him to commit his future to Milan.
And you know, this quote from the coach, it just says it all. The club is working to have an important future. See, keeping a world-class keeper and a leader like Maignan, it isn't just about having someone great in goal. It's a statement. It's the foundation for that very future they're trying to build. Okay, so let's say, fingers crossed, the Maignan situation gets sorted out. Then, and only then, can the focus really shift to the transfer market. And trust me, the management knows exactly where the weak spots are, and they've got a shopping list ready to go. Top of that list, priority number 1, without a shadow of a doubt, is a central defender. Look, the starters, Gabbia, Pavlovic, and Tomori, they're good, but the depth just isn't there for a team that wants to win a title. You're in a dogfight for the Scudetto, one injury in defense could derail the entire season. So bringing in another top-level guy isn't a luxury, it's absolutely essential. So who are they looking at? Well, there are a few different angles they could take. The absolute dream scenario would be getting Min-Jae Kim on loan from Bayern. He'd be an instant game changer, but let's be real, that's a long shot. The more pragmatic, realistic options are guys with experience, like Eric Dyer or Milan Skriniar, who could just slot right in. And then there's the long-term play, Diego Coppola, a young Italian defender over at Brighton who could become a cornerstone for the next generation. All right, next up on the to-do list is the midfield. The team is crying out for more quality, more creativity in the center of the park. Right now, so much of the creative responsibility falls on the shoulders of the legendary Luka Modric. And against teams that just sit back and defend, Milan desperately needs another key to unlock that door. And 2 main names keep popping up, Arden Jashari and Samuele Ricci. They're interesting because they offer different solutions. Jashari is super versatile. He can play deep, he can play as an attacking midfielder, he'd directly take some of that pressure off Modric and add a different kind of scoring threat. Ricci, on the other hand, is a master at connecting the defense to the attack. He'd bring more control and quality to Milan's build-up. Either way, the goal is the same, make the team less predictable. Okay, but now let's talk about the most radical idea that's being whispered about. We're not just talking about a simple reinforcement here. We're talking about a move that could completely reshape Milan's attack for years to come. And that brings us to the most provocative name of all, Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic. Could he really be the answer? Now, this feels more like a summer move, but the rumors are already starting to swirl. And let me tell you, signing him would force a huge, fundamental conversation about what this team's identity is even supposed to be.
Now, before we get carried away, it is so important to understand who Dusan Vlahovic is as a player. He is not a guy who creates chances for others. He doesn't drop deep to build the play. He is a pure, unapologetic finisher who lives and dies by the service he gets. He is built to be on the end of attacking moves, not the beginning of them. So here's the deal. To unlock the best version of Vlahovic, you need a very specific recipe. You need a system that's constantly whipping crosses into the box. You need midfielders who are willing to make those lung-busting runs past him to create chaos. And maybe most important of all, you need a mobile strike partner who can create the space for him to do what he does best. And this right here is the fundamental dilemma for Milan. On one hand, Vlahovic's style is almost a perfect match for Christian Pulisic. Pulisic's clever movement, his knack for attacking space, it would create the absolute ideal environment for pure goal scorer. But on the other hand, his style clashes pretty badly with Rafael Leao. They both want to operate in those same central areas, which makes them a really awkward, tactically difficult pairing. And so, that leaves us with this one final, monumental question. In order to go all in and build an attack around a pure finisher like Dusan Vlahovic, would Milan have to make the almost unthinkable choice to sell their current superstar, Rafael Leao? It's a decision that could define the next decade for this club. So which path should they take?